Thank you so much for this week's new patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, guys. If you want to become a patron or be as awesome as these people, head on over, click support, and join in the fun.
What does that mean?
Liha.
Leha.
80 para abajo.
Okay, no problem. Let's go. Sweet! Yepa! Just like that, 3.5 minutes later, we are at the Ferreteria. Let's go spend some cash. Dang it. What do they say about a boat? Break out another 1,000. Hopefully not today. Alright, so I think this is what I'm going to use for the Kranz iron and also the steering column that I sold in Puerto Rico. I hope it's good. The other one that I got in Puerto Rico was not good. Getting some stainless steel screws, some 80 grit. Let's go. So what I've decided is to take those lights off. That's up there. The 47-foot Swan that I was sailing had LED lights in there and they were so bright. Those ones aren't LED and they really suck up a lot of energy. So I'm going to take those down. This guy is going to quickly go up there and check the electric right at the top for me. Yeah, Pieter, kat hom uit. Kat hom helemaal uit, hoor. Wys my internet ek. So I'm gonna go check out those lights. I'm gonna bring them down and then we're gonna open them and see if they're still good. Maybe we could even put an LED little globe in there. Alright, second coat is up. Second coat, and while I'm waiting for it to dry, and I'm gonna clean in there and also paint. I've actually taken the lights off while I'm waiting for it to dry, and it's not really the best news. So these are the lights. Okay, it's these guys, General Electric lights. That one, if you look inside there, you can see that it's black and it's no good anymore. So you have to replace this whole bulb. You can't just or this whole glass piece with a bulb inside. See at the back, there's no way to just replace the little bulb, I think. And it really doesn't look that good anymore. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do away with these. Kind of looks like you can put the bulb in there. I don't know, but they shot. This one for sure, it's black in there. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get some LED strips, maybe, I don't know, 6 inches, 10 inches, and then just stick it on the top of the spreaders there, so at the bottom of the port side and the bottom of the starboard side, and it'll make nice light. Plus obviously it's 12 volt and it doesn't pull that much energy, I think. And I mean, I don't know, guys, maybe those of you that's worked with these lights before, it's old school lights, I think they pull much more than 12 volt, because these ones came out in the 1970s, and the technology today with 12 volts much better. I mean, with LED lights. Okay, so another topic is that I fixed the mast. I just came down when I took the lights off. My GoPro was charging, so I didn't
didn't film up there, but you can see that I took aluminum strips, and I'll go up later again. I'll just show you exactly what I did. I took aluminum strips and then I bolted that with stainless steel screws. Well, not bolted, I screwed it in with stainless steel screws. That was a small little holes that I fixed. That's a bigger one. And on the starboard side, if you guys can see, there was 3 holes, 1, 2, and then a smaller one there. 3 holes, 1, 2, 3, and there. And I'm really pleased with what I did up there. I think. Guess what, guys? I got us a house. Do you really want to see what it looks like? Come check it out. Okay, so this is the outside. All right. This is the inside. You come in, there's nothing. There's an old snooker table that I had a thing put over, hockey table. I put my Tabasco apron in. We have a fridge. We have a stove, and I'm going to put the boat's propane tank in here. We have a bialetti for coffee. Nothing of that works. There's nothing in these cupboards. And then, how cool is that? We have a speaker, which is mine. And then we have a baño. This room is going to be for... There we have a light. This room is going to be for either Lisa and Thingy, or I don't know who's going to share. We'll still figure that out. And then this is my room. I already made the bed. And I have a place to hang my clothes, and I have a massive big fan. How cool is that? Yes, why are we in a house? Because the boat's a construction zone right now. As you guys know, I've been at it for like a week and a half. I've been really bad at filming because I've just been throwing everything I have at it. I'm gonna take you tomorrow and I'm gonna go step for step over everything that I've done on the boat. I promise you guys. It's been a week and a half and I've just been so overwhelmed with everything that I've been doing, and the boat's just a construction site. So here comes my propane tank. I just had somebody fetch the propane tank from the boat because I don't have a motorbike yet. And so much easier to live in a house while working on the boat. So Lisa is coming and Kevin's coming. Magic's getting more friends. I'll introduce you when they get here.
For the first time, for the last time.
Okay, so I'm not really a scaredy cat, but I'm scared of doing this, so I'm sending someone else up there. He's gonna go inspect the holes, and he's a wood expert. He builds spas here in Dominican Republic, and so we're trying to figure out if we will have to take the spar out. They do not have a crane here, and bringing a crane over is very expensive. So I'm hoping that we can fix it in the boat and we can take the mast out maybe in Panama or somewhere in South America. But here it's a little bit not cost effective to do it. So I'll give you guys the lowdown as he tries to tell me in in Spanish, and I don't understand anything what's going on up there. All right, so there's Magic's nose, bowsprit. There's the anchor. Oh man, this will all look so much better when it's painted. This here is to just stop the anchor from hitting there. I've got an anchor on port side as well as on starboard side. Okay, so this will all be painted, hopefully blue, nice dark blue, and I'm gonna keep that white stripe. Guys, it's so much cheaper to do stuff in Dominican Republic, and I'm just really digging deep to just get everything done as quick as possible and get out of here and get sailing again. I've been fixing boats for a long time, and it would really be nice to just go sailing again. Okay, so the other piece I wanted to show you was this sucker that looks real bad, and this is called the Kranz iron. And the Kranz iron is what you can see here, holds the dolphin striker and the whisker poles, and then also, most important, this piece, which is the forestay, which then connects to the roller filler, which connects to the top of the mast. See this bolt here? This is a bolt that I put in there that's way too long, but I couldn't find another bolt the same size in Puerto Rico. So what I'm going to do right now is, this looks real bad, and I'm really upset with the primer and the paint that I chose in Puerto Rico. It was the best ones that I could find, and after 2 years it looks like this, and maybe it's just how it is. I'm not an expert on steel. But yeah, so I'm gonna really hammer this thing really hard and clean it up nicely, and then if it needs to be rebuilt, look there, it just comes off there, then I'll just have to rebuild it, make a new one. bueno.
Sí.
Right guys, what I've asked the guy to do so I can film it is just to give it a couple of whacks, and I'm happy with what I see. He also thinks that it's still fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep whacking it and just make sure that everything is pretty nice and still secure and strong, and then I'll just give it some maintenance. I just gave it a few whacks and then these guys showed up. I didn't see them, they were hiding there. Look at that. Dang it. I'm gonna get rid of that. Can't be working on this if they're gonna give me some Tabasco. My friend just came by and gave me a bottle of Sprite to put on there. He says it really works, especially because there's OSFO in it. Okay, so I'm gonna OSFO it a little bit, and I think then we're good. Guys, look at that. That's as good as it's gonna get today. And that paint in the front just doesn't want to come off. So I'm a little bit anxious about this rust here, because this always gets salt. I mean, it's in the front of the boat, so this is like prime for salt water. I'm just really gonna prime it good and just keep my eye on this piece of the boat. Always, always, always. Okay, day 3, and the first coat is on in the bulge. For me personally, I really like a boat that has its bulges nice and clean. I mean, white is probably not the best color, but what is nice about white is if you want to see down there and you shine a light, it actually reflects a little bit and you can see what's going on. I just found that if it's a black bulge down there, you lose something. You try and shine something down there with a little mirror or something, it's really difficult to see something when it's black, because usually the stuff that you leave down there is black as well. So this is why I decided on the white. I'm gonna do it there as well. I'm gonna go in there by the warm water heater, there make it nice and white, there make it nice and white, inside the cupboards. Feels so much better already. Look at this very nice big lazarette I have down here. It's a massive lazarette. You can stow as much room as you possibly can in here. Good morning everyone. Welcome back to Magic. So this is the situation. We've sanded her down and we started fairing, and this morning I'm just here to do some more work on her. And what I need to do is the following. Because the white paint is in the water, it needs to be primed first before we put a coat on it. So the fiberglass was made to look like it's wood, as you see these grooves going in them. So what I'm having to do is I'm having to sand every single one of them that has bacteria or whatever in it from the water. Otherwise the paint will go and lie on that and it will come off after a while. So I have got my paper here that I made a groove in, or just like a little fold so it can go in there, and I'm gonna have to sand every single line on the boat like that. I just started that one, and that's what I'm doing today. Guys, so as I'm cleaning this, let me just put my music a little bit softer. Alright, so as I'm cleaning this hole, I'm getting to a little bit of cracks. Look at that. And then I can just like stick this in there and it just opens up. So I'm just really cleaning it out as much as I can. Look at that. There's some more cracks here. Look at that. If I push on it, it opens up. So it's fine. Blistering and having what some people call it cancer in the fiberglass, and we're all going to fix that. That's what we've been doing here, fairing it, and then just sanding it out. So now that I'm doing a close inspection of these lines, I'm finding a little bit more holes, and that's actually fine. I'll just make sure that I inspect the hole so nice and thoroughly. And what's nice about it is then you know that it's been fixed, and you can even give the account to the guy that wants to buy the boat if it wants to be sold or whatever, that it's been very nicely repaired. So I'm almost halfway through on the port side.
and it's taken long, but it's not too bad. It's not a bad job to do, and inspecting the hull is such a good thing to do actually. So I hope you're having fun whatever you're doing. I'm doing this. These guys have been busy here trying to get this boat out of the water for about 4 days. I'm halfway through and I like the blue more.
What you see here is Joe in his natural habitat.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode. If you haven't done so already, please smash that subscribe button, hit a like, post a comment, and consider becoming one of my patrons and support my work. Next week, we get our hands really dirty and fixing this beauty that I call Magic Woman. Remember, you're awesome and you can overcome anything you want. See you next time right here.